Hello, Haiku here for just a quick deck tech before we play some pickup games. So been a lot of chat. So I posted my issues with the deck from last week that I played, where I cut all of the frantic inventories and tried to play a control deck with my only card advantage being Infectious Inquiry, and the deck stalled out. It was really disappointing because obviously by cutting your card draw, you early game looks a lot better because you have a lot more answers. But then your late game you just draw too many lands and get flooded. Well, not really flooded. You just you end up drawing too many lands. The solution was, going back and forth where I was like, well, maybe I go back to playing 4 frantic inventories. But then a couple people just brought up Behold being a reasonable option too, because you don't have to play 4 of them. So, and it's also arguably better than frantic inventory itself. The card is close in power level. And then the flexibility by, I can play 1 or 2 of these. I'm going to start with 2. I think the answer is going to be just play 1 for card advantage, but I'm going to play 2. And then this allows me to play a little bit more like Scatters, Vraska's Fall is, let's see, with the Frantic Inventory. I forgot exactly what I had cut to make room for the Frantic Inventories. But anyway, so now I'm playing main deck Essence Scatters and Vraska's Fall instead of having to play 4 inventories. So let's see how this plays. Ben, who's been involved with the discussion, is going to be the one that's going to allow me to be a guinea pig and see if I like how it feels to play the without frantic inventories. I guess I already play without frantic inventories. I say this is the testing to see if Behold is the answer for that little additional card draw you need compared to only playing Infectious Inquiries, which I played last week. So I think that was that result showed that you don't want to be playing no additional card draw, so you need to be playing some, and so it's almost like Behold the Multiverse gives you a compromise where you only have to play, or you can play any number of them instead of having to play 4. So let's see how 2 feels. If my hand gets clogged with too many card draw, or if it feels just right, or potentially if I still feel like I'm still getting flooded. Okay, red black burn deck. I think I value keeping up my counter even though it's only a soft counter, because I can also prologue. So I'm going to go ahead and do that for this one turn, and then I'll start using Innocent Blood and Vraska's Fall. I think taking a little bit of damage this turn, probably going to be 2 or 3 damage. Well, that's fine. I can just go ahead and counter that one. So don't have a counter anymore. So I can Infectious Inquiry into Innocent Blood. I think this is a fine turn to choose to do this. I don't have a counter, so I would have to Augury into the counter for it to be worth it, and then in which case I wouldn't want to Augury, I would want to Prologue. So I think this is the fine turn to go ahead and do this. Plus, using my removal at sorcery speed feels good on this turn where I use all my sorceries in a row. And the fact that he didn't play anything is really good. And I have this in the hand. So this turn, it's a little bit, well, it's not that much worse. I was going to say it's a little bit awkward to have it that you have to foretell it at sorcery speed. But I don't think I would be playing either Frantic or Behold this turn. I'm going to be playing these this turn. That's fine. So basically, I'm going to Augury into counter spells or into my gain life spell. In this case, I can't Augury into something that will counter that, so I'll go ahead and let that resolve. And then, since I'm going to be able to Augury next turn, just going to think about that. I think I'd go ahead and Prologue and likely Prologue again. Just to get him up to 3 poison, and then keep my card selection for another turn. Alright. This is another awkward stage where this is showing its weakness. I think I'll go ahead and just keep all the mana up, and then if I have to find a counter, I'll Augury, or otherwise I'll probably Behold. I don't think there's a reason to keep up Tragic Slip, so I think I can go ahead. I guess playing the island would have allowed me to keep up Vraska's Fall plus Augury, so we'll see if that comes out to bite me. But okay, I have the Vraska's Fall for that, so I think I go ahead and let that resolve since it's not a hasty threat. And then next turn I can Vraska's Fall into Tragic Slip the Reckoner Raid, but I'll go ahead and just use my mana this turn and try to dig for my gain life spell. Alright, he's only at 3 poison. So I don't think I can take this. It does cycle and get me 1 closer to, so I guess he's at, so let me just count it out. So 3, 4, 5 poison, and if I keep that one on top, then that's 6 poison. I think that's actually a reasonable plan. I have card draw, and I'm eventually gonna have to kill him lately. So basically it just costs me 2 mana to keep this on top, but it gets me 1 closer to him being dead, rather than me 1 farther from, or not even 1 farther because it cycles itself. So, all right. So now this turn, I'm going to. Do I take 1 damage so I can Tragic Slip that? I think I do. So I'm going to use 4, so I need to keep 1 other mana up to be able to Essence Scatter. So unfortunately this causes me to take 1 extra damage so I can be able to kill the Reckoner Raid with this removal spell. So Tragic Slip has hurt me this turn. I guess what I should have done is I should have totally Vraska's Fall. Okay, so let me respond by Vraska's Fall. What I could have done is Vraska's Fall in his upkeep before he potentially drew an instant or sorcery. So he would have still got this 1 damage, but if he drew other instants or sorceries, I would have got blown out. Okay, so let's go ahead and kill that now that the creature has died. And then he only has 1 mana up, so I'm feeling good about this. Or I guess he might have 2 mana, yeah. That's unfortunate that I can't counter that. Okay, I'll go ahead and let that resolve. I'm still not 1 turn from dying, so I think I go ahead and Prologue again, and then again hold off on my card that can actually dig me to a particular answer. So bring the ending or another Augury. So he's going to be at 6, 7, and if I take the Augury, 8. So Augury just needs to find more. I already have an Essence Scatter in my hand. Yeah, I think I go ahead and take the Augury. And then let's go ahead and play 1 Augury right now, just to see if I draw the gain life. There it is. So I think I Let's see. Do I fire this off right now? It also allows me to get rid of one of these lands in hand, or I can keep Essence Scatter up. 6 life. I'm going to be at 5 life on his upkeep, and he has 1 card in hand. I think I actually value keeping up the... So he'll have 2 cards in hand, so he can draw 2 burn spells. Am I losing if I let a creature resolve? That's the concern is, do I really need to gain like 4 life right now and tap out of my Essence Scatter? So I think this is getting them to 8 poison, 9 poison. So I think I can finish the game on my next turn. So I think I go ahead and play the defensive way. So I want to discard a card from my hand, and try to. I guess I could have. No, I didn't need to do that. There's only 1 card that would give him value for having kind of a pseudo haste. Okay. So far not disappointed. Again, that was a conscious choice to be allowed that one. This one resolving is a little bit unfortunate. Alright, so I can kill the Thermal Alchemist if I so deem. Let's dig. Let's see if I can give him 2 more poison in addition to this Augury. There's 1 more poison. And then I will still have enough lands to play both of this. So yeah, I think I go for it. I think there's enough cards. Go ahead and not tap out because I could potentially draw the Mystic Sanctuary, in which case I'd want to play it. All right. So this deals me at least 1, potentially more than 1. This deals me just 1. So I can I'm just thinking, do I kill the Thermal Alchemist or do I kill the Epicure plus the keep a Reckoner Raid when it comes into play? So if I kill the Thermal Alchemist, then I go down to 5 life on that attack, and then 4th, then I go down to 2 life. So 5 and 2 compared to this. Actually, and the other thing is I can keep up Essence Scatter. So I think this gives me more time by killing this. Let's see. So this turn it was neutral between killing the Epicure and the Alchemist. It's going to be next turn. Will the Alchemist in play have done 2 damage over the course of these 2 turns, or less? More than 2 damage, less than 2 damage. So if he plays 2 non-creatures, so that's 1 non-creature. So and that's 2 non-creatures. So I am dead on my upkeep. But he is dead right now. Very, very close. And this would have tied the game, or drawn the game. All right. So against aggro, okay, so definitely for his 3 toughness, I need to bring that in. It's kind of weird, but I would consider potentially bringing in Essence Scatters, but I think even though the removal doesn't kill his 3 toughness, I think putting those 2 together is good enough. I'm putting this main deck. Go ahead and cut those. And these. Okay, so I need to play more cards. Tragic Slip, Dispel's not that good. So I think these, since they counter his card draw, I think they're okay. I could consider this since it gets rid of a creature. One issue here is I have absolutely no card draw, so my only card filtering is Cram Session, discard a land if I get in a big land pocket. So that's a concern. Annul, Dispel, Behold, Duress. I guess I play one of these. I don't think I want to play the Fumes. It just costs too much. Annul, Dispel. Yep, I think I just play one of these. So, I think this is a reasonable. So, I'm going to have to be very careful with my removal to make sure I keep removal that can answer a 3 toughness creature. So having 2 counters is less than ideal, but having a 1 mana removal is okay. So I think this is okay to keep. Now, yeah, okay, he didn't play it. And drawing that is also great. Because then his random 1 toughness stuff he can answer. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and unfortunately not be able to bring the ending. Is that true? Do I just keep up bring the ending this turn? He only can play a 1 mana spell underneath my soft counter. Or do I just kill it and then hold up bring the ending for next turn? I think all of the creatures. I mean that's probably his best creature. So killing that right now and then not countering this turn is probably going to be about the same. That's unfortunate. I would have liked to counter that. Interesting. He's not duressing this turn. I guess that was reasonable for him. Alright, do I want to get my Sanctuary out of my hand so I don't have a potential tap line, or do I think I'm going to draw another island in the next couple turns? There's no kind of world where I'm going to need to Withering, so I'm going to go ahead and play that. So he gets to duress me, and then basically I'm going to bring the ending his Impulse. So I would have preferred to counter his first Reckless Impulse, so that's probably the best card in the deck. So I would have preferred to hold up the counter for this card rather than kill this one off the board. But now he's gone through 3 of them, which is nice. Oh wait, no, 2 of them. So he only got max 2 more in the deck. The soft counter also kind of plays well against it because you tend not to want to play your land before you cast this card. Oh, okay. He's going to try to constrict me on removal. That's interesting. Or I think he thinks that he can play around my future counter spells. But then, yeah. So do I bring back Innocent Blood right now? I don't technically have to. I guess I could Contentious Plan right now, and then use that as more information to decide what I want to do. Yeah, I like that a little bit better. No, I do not want to give him an additional counter. Okay, so yeah, I think I just go ahead and grab my Innocent Blood. So this is, again, unfortunate that my soft counters aren't going to work against him. Okay. Yeah, I mean, he knows about that swamp, so I'll go ahead and play it. I guess he wants to, yeah, sack to Deadly Dispute. Yeah, that's going to have to resolve, unfortunately. I'm more worried about the treasure because the treasure allows him to play against my around my soft counters a little easier. He's getting a lot of lands in play. So far I've seen the impulses. I have not seen the the synthesizers. So I think he probably has them in his deck. I guess I'll keep one of these cards in my deck in case I draw my Gain Life spell. So he hasn't put a lot of pressure, but he's negated a lot of the cards that I can have in my hand. And he has basically more effective cards in his hand, so it's a little bit concerning. Yeah, so I can't even waste double counterspell for that card, unfortunately. And actually counter it. Same thing, I'll just go ahead and let that resolve, unfortunately. Okay, I don't think there's any waiting for this. I think I just have to fire it off. Alright, Anoint kills his thing, but Prologue starts the infectious process. I'm just thinking if I mean, this is obviously what I think I am going to eventually take, but he's going to have one creature in play. I'm going to have dead counter spells in hand. I'm thinking that I might want to take this to potentially draw into Innocent Blood, and then potentially later down the road my Proliferate spells get turned on. So do I foresee myself winning this game at 12 with basically 3 dead cards in my hand? I don't think so. So I think I actually am going to be greedy here. Take the thing. It's mid-0. There was no way to cast the Prologue at instant speed in between there. Well, I can just have everything. You could have it all, my empire of dirt. I'm going to get copyright strike. All right. I still think I hold this land just in case I draw the discard spell. I only have 1 draw 2 in the deck, so keeping the land in hand is not going to hurt me. All right. 4 life against 2 creatures, and that does it. I guess I'm not technically dead, so I'll go ahead and play that. And then see if he can kill me on his turn. Okay, still not dead. Alright, let's see if I can cobble together a Gain Life spell or something. Nope. Good game. Alright, next game. So, obviously Mogis had a very poor showing there. Maybe since he's playing Impulse, I play 1 Duress over a Mogis. Maybe since I have Whisper of the Dross, I cut the other Mogis. I think Mogis plus Davriel's Withering does a reasonable job against his 3 toughness creatures that I should keep at least 1 Mogis in. I was just thinking of citing in 1 additional Infectious Inquiry. Yeah, I probably should have slammed this Duress the first sideboard of the game. It's probably a bad play. No, I think I'm fine. I want to play this time. Just hope. This is probably this deck's worst matchup, so it's doing all right, I think. So no black, and no cards that draw. I don't have any stuff that starts the poison stuff, so I think this is a mulligan. I have black. I have a possible removal spell, and then a card that cycles. I think I'll go ahead and keep this, and I'll throw an island to the bottom. Actually, I did that a little hasty. I wasn't really thinking about it. But there's consideration that Bojuka Bog might be worse than a Highland. He doesn't use his graveyard, so it's a tapped land. Okay. That was an awesome draw of a 1-of. I'll just go ahead and get my tap line out of my hand. There's nothing in my deck that I would really want to bring back with Mystic Sanctuary, so delaying my Mystic Sanctuary by 1 turn is fine. Do I cycle right now, or do I threaten him with a counterspell? I think I go ahead and threaten him with a counterspell and save my cycler. You do kind of want to fill up your graveyard a little bit faster if you have a Mogis in there, so this might come back to bite me if I can't pay for a Mogis in the future. Okay. Paid off. So let's do this right now. I guess I probably shouldn't have played my land before. Alright, now I feel really good about this game. I already got the Poison's Train started. I have a counter spell in my hand for his creatures. You know what I was thinking is I should be playing Annul against his Okiba Reckoner Raids. It's only 1 card in the deck, but I think I should have some Annuls. So there's probably a card in my deck that's worse than Annul. Maybe, maybe not. It's only 4 cards in his deck that I can think of that are enchantments. I haven't seen a Synthesizer. If I saw him playing Synthesizer, I definitely should have been playing Annuls, but I haven't seen a Synthesizer yet. Okay, so this feels really good. So I'm going to go ahead and use my Mogis for that. Skewer. I have no answer for that. Yep. So it uses a lot of mana next turn, but I think it's fine. So let's go ahead and do that. I didn't want to risk it to Contentious Plan into... I'll try to hit a land drop to be able to Mogis, so I think just go ahead and kill it right now. He only has 3 cards in hand, so I'm feeling really good about this, even though those 3 cards have to be gas because otherwise he can cycle his Bloods. And the fact that he's not playing right now when he knows I'm tapped out of my counter is weird. Okay. Alright, so what is the worst card? I don't think there's a worst card. So let's get some more information. Let's go ahead and play this. That could be the worst card. I could potentially want to just toss that to my Cram Session. Yep. I have my 3 islands in play, I have my swamp in play, and I drew a land anyway, so I'm at 16 life. I have answers to creatures, so I think the way that he draws out of this is his Reckless Impulse. Yeah, well, shouldn't have said anything. So you can play it next turn, and I don't have a hard counter for it yet. Yep. So this plus his Deadly Disputes. So this is an interesting situation here because I can Whisper and okay. So he doesn't play. I guess he plays a couple 2 toughness things. So what I'm saying is I'm just combining always. I just +1 on my stuff. So I can Anoint that, or I can Whisper, and I think I want to Whisper and Withering. So let's go ahead and Whisper that. Yes. Okay. Get him up to Corrupted, then kill his Flame Breather before he gets another treasure, draws more stuff. So I still have stuff for his 1 toughness creatures, and for his bigger creatures I'm going to have to use these instead of using those. And that was one that, you know, combining with, well, Withering by itself, or combining that. So I no longer have the card that discards. I guess I could potentially recur it with Mystic Sanctuary. I think that's less likely. If I get Sanctuary, I'm probably going to have to be getting Contentious Plan back. Maybe not. Maybe Cram Session was the play there. Okay, so he does have Synthesizer. So me not playing the Annuls is probably a bad decision, so I should have been playing Annuls. I guess what I could have used for more information there is he did not. I guess he's running some Madness stuff, because he was running Fiery Temper, so he's running a combo. Okay. Still in a little bit of trouble here. Okay, I guess I'll throw this out there once if he drops a 1 toughness creature. Okay, that doesn't change my decision. I guess he knows I have innocent blood, so let me let that resolve. He's not going to sack his Flame Breather right now. So yeah, so then he can Mogis. So basically I have to Vraska's Fall right now. Then I'm going to Mogis his Voldaren Epicure. And then I'm going to Innocent Blood his Flame Breather. That was a lot of damage that turn. And he still has 2 card draw on the board. So, not looking too good for the home team. So let's keep Contentious Plan, or let's keep Cram Session in the yard. Contentious Plan as well. I think Davriel is the worst. If I'm going to bring back anything, I'll probably removal spell. I'm going to bring back the Anoint. So let's go ahead and use the Innocent Blood that he knows about, and we'll hold up 2 mana and hope he respects the counter. So this turn I'm hoping crack Synthesizer, not be able to hit anything off of it, not be able to play what he hits off of it. It's like my way out of this. Please, no land, no land, no land, no land. I think we're good. Okay, so I think I actually have to get lucky again with the next Synthesizer too. So let's go and remove his creature. Okay, now I have a hard counter, but he's basically played all his card draw. He's played 2 Synthesizers and 1 Reckless Impulse, I think, so far. Alright. Hitting a land is okay. I don't have a removal spell, so I think I go ahead and have to counter that, unfortunately. And he still has a card to cycle. So I don't know why he played a land last turn. Well, I'm getting a little bit lucky here with the cards I'm drawing, but he's getting more and more advantage where I am. He's falling behind here because I'm still 6 poison away. So I can't even get up to 6 poison within a single turn. And then that also means that he's going to draw gas for the rest of the game. So I think if I don't draw a removal spell for the Alchemist this turn, I'm dead. Yep, that's it. So that's GG's, I think. Alright, I'm going to have to counter whatever burn spell he drew. I'm going to have to counter that too. But if he has a burn spell in hand, he has me dead anyways. Let's see if he has it. Looks like. Or maybe it's just another. No, it's a burn spell. I think letting him draw 2 for potential burn spells is not what I want to be doing, especially with the Alchemist on the board. So I think I was justified in countering and just hoping he doesn't have burn. GG's.